Please remember that all the opinions in the show are those of the host and should only be taken as food for thought. We're in no way telling you to do anything. Everything is kept anonymous for the safety of the listeners and no information is shared to anyone else. If you are easily offended by people's opinions or views, then thank you for making it this far, but this is not the podcast for you, so see you later. And please enjoy the rest of the show. Right. Hey, Rose. The gaming eventually put a wedge between me and my girl, so I tried to take some of your advice and only cut it back to 1 or 2 days a week. Our relationship has improved, but we're still working on it. That's good, man. That's what I mean, like, because I remember this guy. This is the guy that he games every night, and the missus wanted him to come to bed the same time as her.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily want you to quit it altogether. They just want you to know that.
There needs to be
they just want, they want to know that you'll fit them in as well. So good on you, man. I'm worried though, as I think. Oh, sorry. He wrote her name. I was just whether I say the word or not. I'm worried as I think she has a guy she works with, and that she's a bit too close, and they seem flirty and message a lot. She mentions him a lot when she talks about work, but maintains that they're just friends. Is that normal? Am I being paranoid, or should I be worried?
Rough, man. Yes. It might not necessarily be in her mind yet, but I'm telling you now. That man is trying to take your missus.
Yeah, I think we've had this discussion before. It's like there's no guy out there that's nice to a woman that he doesn't want to fuck.
No, exactly. I know that sounds so fucking 20th century, but I'm not I do not know a single guy that we have a girl in our friendship group at work, yeah. But none of us are like flirting with her and trying it on with her and messaging her at midnight or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
No.
That's when you're crossing lines. There's a difference between a platonic friendship and like people can be flirtatious, but there's a flirtatiousness and then there's the geezers trying to get in their pants. And from what I can hear, the guys message her at night after out of work hours and stuff like that. I think you just got to kind of don't go in all guns blazing like I would. I would turn around and just say, look, I don't like the fact that you're talking about him so much and talking to him so much. Can you just calm it down a bit? You can still maintain a friendship and stuff, but just distance yourself a little. And then just see how that goes down. Probably it will go down like a lead balloon because she'll think she's doing nothing wrong because she won't see what this guy's intentions are.
No, because women have self-control. Yeah. Women are able to maintain friendships where guys are just on the tact of, I'm just going to wear them down. That's what it is.
Yeah,
guys just play that game. Yeah. If I just keep chipping away at that, eventually I'm going to get to the middle.
A prime example of that, I was watching Bike Riders last night, and in Bike Riders,
quality film.
The geezer sits outside the boyfriend's house, and just sits there for a day straight, and the boyfriend
he's just had enough. He fucks up
off and just goes. That is the level of persistence men are when they're like dogs.
Yeah, the my mum. I don't want to say because I don't have this problem. But yeah, my mum, for some reason, attracts everyone. I say that she's a flirt. She says she's not. But like, she works with a few guys, and obviously most Scottish guys are fucking predators. And she's a cleaner. She goes in for like 2 hours in the morning, and she's always like joking about. But they all message her on Facebook and send her messages, and they leave comments on all of her pictures and stuff like that. And like they've asked her for like kisses and things like that.
Yeah, that's weird as fuck, man.
And my mum is at that age; she's not interested. Like she's quite well, I wouldn't say happy with Jeff, but she she lives with Jeff, and she has no. My mum's not like that. Like she has no intention of doing anything. But they just keep going. There was this one guy. His name was Kev. He used to make me sick when she used to speak with him, and he used to ask to come over. Like she's got a hot tub, and he used to ask to come over. He has a kid. He has a wife, and he had a new baby. And he was asking my mum.
talking about this fella.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
asking my mum if he could come over and get in the hot tub. And I'm like,
Yes.
Mum, I don't want to hear this shit. And then he left and he was still fucking trying it on with her. Yeah, I mean,
Some
I'm like,
guy, as I said, some guys, there's no off switch with them. They're just a bit of female around them.
yeah,
That's
they're
it.
just
That's all they
consistently
need.
trying to. Yeah, for me, like, if you're at work and you're having, like, because you want to have, you know, I mean, work sucks. If you've got someone that you enjoy talking to and have a bit of a laugh with, then that's cool. But if you've gone over that point of like, you're not just at work now, you're like messaging when you're not at work and like having jokes and like sending each other memes and stuff like that, that's a bit more like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I would say if you're in like a group chat and stuff, that's like a safe
With
place.
work, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But
singly,
like, yeah, if it's like flirtatious texting and stuff, it's weird. It's weird, man.
I agree with Jay. Like, it's definitely a sit-down conversation. It's definitely a tack thing. I don't think it's unreasonable for her to understand the way you feel and the concerns that you have. You know, like, there's trust in, like, everyone. You know, you should trust your partner and all that sort of stuff. But everyone's going to have paranoia and, I mean, it's not about trusting her; it's trusting him, right? Like, he doesn't know him.
Mate, I would be like a protective fucking. I'd turn into like full psychopath. I know what I'm like. I would revert back to what I was like when I was like fucking 20. And Charlotte would just be having to like slap me away. And like Charlotte works with like a load of builders all the time. I have to like just get over the fact in it because you just assume that there's no one that's overstepping the mark. But it sounds like this guy at work for this guy's missus is overstepping the mark, and sometimes they need to be kind of like reeled back in.
Yeah, I think to myself as well, like if you had gone to her like, no, I'm going to still be gaming and stuff like that, then you know it's a different story. Like you're trying to make the balance, and and you're trying to make the relationship better and stuff like that. And I think that's a good stride to go. But I would definitely feel the need to be like, I'm uncomfortable with how much you're talking to this guy. Like, I'm not saying about cutting it out or anything like that, but I just think to myself, like, this is why I'm concerned. You know what I mean? I just want to put that out there.
Just slow it down a bit. It doesn't need to be so intense.
But at the end of the day, like, everyone's their own person, and if she's going to want to do it, she's going to want to do it. And, you know what I mean? It's one of those shitty things that it either goes bad or it goes good.
Yeah, I think communication, like most of our questions that we get in, communication's key.
And it's not. This is what gets me as well. Like we say about communication, and these are not situations that need to go into an argument. For you to say to someone that you're supposed to be in a relationship with, I'm uncomfortable, and I just want you to understand why I'm uncomfortable, isn't an argument. You're just saying how you feel. This is what people want, right? But I argued at the beginning of this episode about the explosions on TikToks and how all this sort of stuff, like, this is what we expect and all this sort of stuff. But there's no need for an argument. You know what I mean? You want us to open up. I'll open up, and you've got to understand why.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, you're doing great stuff. Like, you've proven that you can adapt and you know, you're listening to us. So see how it goes, be a bit more tactful and stuff like that, and just keep, you know, making your relationship better, man. All relationships go through like bumps like this, right?
Yeah, especially if you've been together a long time. Like, you become like used to each other, too used to each other, and sometimes you just need a little bit of a kick up the arse to like move back into where you should be at.
Yeah, absolutely.
People get bored, it could be linked, like it could be where you were distancing, where she was upset about the gaming all the time. Then this guy kind of made a move inwards, and then they got closer during that time. But it doesn't mean that that's always going to be the case. Do you know what I mean? As your relationship improves, the only bit of advice I would give you going into it is that when you do have the conversation, just don't come across like a protective arsehole. Just actually be articulate about it and like say like keep stressing to her that you don't mind like hanging around other guys and stuff, because that is probably the most ick thing in 2024 for someone to try and be controlling. So yeah, I think he seems genuine enough that he can go forward and do it. So let's hope he does.
But that's what I mean about like just saying about explaining how you feel.
Mm.
Because I think because there's no reason then for her to be like, well, I didn't know. For me, like if you've gone, I don't want an argument. I just, I mean, it's making me feel uncomfortable. I mean, I'm worried about this. I'm worried about that. Blah blah blah. Is there anything that I can improve on? Blah, whatever you want to say, but it's been said. And then if it comes back, and you'd be like, well, I told you I was uncomfortable about it.
If anything, if she reassures you, then you're halfway there already.
Yeah, and then if she does anything anyway, you can be like, well, you're a fucking lying bitch.
Yeah.
Throw that in her face, you know what I mean? But good luck, man. Like, we're always here behind you. And well done for cutting the gaming back and showing that you're invested in the relationship. It's all good.